Good morning, Frady Bunch. Hello, 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 hello. No excuses. No excuses. I have actually had a lot of like commissioned jobs to do, which has left me with very little time to actually bake something for myself, like for pleasure, do it for, it's always for fun, but just, you know, just to do something for myself for fun. So I decided to take the month of August off from doing like commissioned work, just to give myself a break. I've been so busy, so busy. Business has been booming. But yeah, I've been busy and I just wanted to take a step back just to like relax and start doing things for fun again and doing things like being interrupted by my oven, doing things for myself again. So I took the month of August off and I'm just kind of easing my way back into baking for pleasure. And this is my first go at it in what seems like forever. I am steering away from the Disney DIY series. As I got farther into the cookbook, I realized there wasn't really a lot that I really felt like making. Not to say that there aren't some good recipes in there, but as I was like digging deeper into it, it just seemed kind of like, I don't know, just it's not really what I'm wanting to focus on right now. I may eventually get back into it and just highlight some recipes that I thought looked really good, but I don't know, we'll see where the wind takes me, to quote Pocahontas. But yeah, so today is August 8th, Sunday, August 8th, and I have just been in the mood since like the middle of July for it to be fall. And it hasn't been overly hot this summer, or if it has, it's been like rainy. So it's just been kind of a funky summer. Haven't really been able to do anything. So I thought, well, since I've been wanting it to be fall, might as well make something that reminds me of fall. And you know how much I love pumpkin everything. You know how much I love it. So today we're making pumpkin scones. I've highlighted scones a couple times on my channel. They are pretty easy to make and infinitely delicious, and there are just like a plethora of options depending on what you're looking for. These are just like a basic like pumpkin spiced scone, and I'm excited because I love pumpkin and it's almost fall. Like, my birthday is in 2 weeks, so I'm just kind of like, if it could be fall right after that, like the 21st, just leaves changing, falling off, cool rainy days, here for it. So yeah, so pumpkin scones, that's what we're doing today. So let's get started. Side note, it has been so long since I've done one of these. I just feel out of sorts, off kilter, not in my element, but maybe as we get back into it, it'll be better. What do you think? Yes? Yes, okay. Let's do this. I have a medium-sized bowl here, and to this I'm going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1.5 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, we're going to whisk the dry ingredients together. I have 1/2 cup of frozen butter here that I'm going to grate using a box grater into our flour. You can use a pastry cutter or a fork. I'm going to use my hands, and we're going to massage the flour into the butter until we get pea-sized pieces. If you're wondering what it looks like, so you can see these pea-sized crumbles of butter that have been massaged into the flour, or had the flour massaged into them. This is what you're looking for. It kind of looks moist, but it's still very much like flour. And now onto the wet. I have half a cup of pumpkin puree here that I have been blotting. Half a cup of pumpkin that I've been blotting. And look at all of the moisture that has come out of our pumpkin. So this is what you're wanting. Okay, you're wanting to dry your pumpkin a little bit, not dry it out completely, but take out a good bit of the moisture from it. We're looking for a nice crumbly texture, and pumpkin as a whole is very moist, carries a lot of moisture in it. It's super great to use as like a fat in your baking for that reason, but for the purpose of these scones, we are needing like a nice buttery, flaky, crumbly texture, and for that we're needing to blot the pumpkin. So you can see all the moisture that we've drawn out of it. I'm sure if I let it sit here with more paper towels on it, we would get even more out of it. You can let it set for as long as you want. This has been out for probably about a half hour. So half a cup of pumpkin into a bowl, 1/3 cup of heavy cream, 1 large egg, half a cup of light brown sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Whisk this together. Look at that. It smells so good. So now we have our dry mixture. We're going to drizzle this wet mixture over the dry, and we're going to incorporate this until it's just combined. I have worked our dough into the rough shape of a ball. You can see the flecks of butter in it. It smells so spicy, so pumpkin-y. It smells absolutely delicious. I've lightly floured our work surface here, so I'm just going to plop our dough ball onto it. I'm going to work our dough ball into a disc. I don't want to overwork it. We're looking for about an 8-inch round disc. That looks about right. I don't know. I don't know what 8 inches is. I'm going to use a pizza cutter, and I'm just going to cut 8 equal pieces out of this. So we'll go down the middle, down the middle, diagonal, beautiful. I have a baking sheet here that I've lined with a slip mat. These things are amazing. I highly, highly, highly recommend investing in one or several. I got a 2-pack on Amazon for like $10. Best investment ever. So we set this here. I'm going to use a spatula to get these off of the counter. And I'm going to place them onto our baking sheet about 2 inches apart. Et voila! These are gonna go in a 400-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes until they're nice and lightly golden. Because of the pumpkin and the darker color in the dough already before we even start, I'm gonna check them probably about like 18-20 minutes and see where we're at, and then see how much longer they need to bake from there. We're gonna put a maple glaze on top of these as they're cooling, and it's going to be delicious. Okay, so our scones are done over here. They're cooling nicely. They look beautiful. But I'm going to show you how to make the glaze real quick. Okay, I have a saucepan here that I warmed up 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter and 1/3 cup of pure maple syrup. Mine was organic, but whatever you have on hand, just make sure that it's pure maple syrup and not pancake syrup. To this, we're going to add 1 cup of powdered sugar. Look at that beautiful glaze. Using my whisk, I'm just going to drizzle our scones. Look at how amazing and beautiful these look. They smell so good. They smell like breakfast. I'm going to just take this one here. Do a close-up of it. Look at that crumb. That's where our butter was melted in a dough, resulting in a beautifully flaky texture. Look at that! Drying out the pumpkin, or blotting, I couldn't think of that word, blotting the pumpkin before we mix it into the dough was the best move we could have made. Look at that flaky, buttery texture. This is what we're going for. We're going scone, not cake. So I'm going to there are a few things so good in life. This is, I have no words. Wash it down with a little Starburst. Oh, beautiful, chef's kiss. Oh my gosh, yum, 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 yum. I love it when a recipe turns out perfectly. I mean, I made it, how could it not be? But even still. Wonderful. Oh my god, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it more than you could ever know. There are significantly more of you now in my like little 3-month hiatus. So welcome to my channel. I should have said this in the beginning. Like, thank you all so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Be sure to like this video if you like it. If you don't already subscribe to my channel, make sure you do. I have lots and lots and lots of good content coming. And yeah, so I just thank you all so much, and let me know how you like this, if there's anything in particular you would like to see, like me to make, and I'll see what I can do about it. All right, have a great day.